I love this game so much. This is fucking... why won't it let me boost? I want to boost. I want to fly at breakneck speed. I like the feeling of danger. Highway to the danger zone. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Hello. My name is Geeksaurus. Twitch.tv/Geeksaurus. Please follow me. I need followers and money. And my talk is... Sorry, I just can't quit. Oh my god.
Okay. Let's dance.
Anything for you, pretty man. Let's go. Holy shit. God damn it, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh, I forgot! Yoda rides you! Oh my god, that sounds so wrong. Let's see if I can make it. Hey! Alright, someone clip that! Fuck. What the fuck is that face? Look at that face! Look at that face! Oh my god! Ah. What the fuck? Should I be...
So you've got some kind of disguise lined up, right?
All set.
Hope so. You'd be a little conspicuous just walking the street.
Relax, kid. I'll blend right in.
Yeah, sure, buddy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god! Hello! Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Focus, you bitch! Whee! I believe I can fly. That's a soy jack. That is the soy jack of all soy jacks. Yeah. Making the mother of all soy jacks here, Jack. Can't fret over every bonk. Oh, we got him! Got you, bitch! That's right! That is right! That's perfect timing! Listen, that's me. Damn it. Holy shit! Hi! Thank you for the 100 bits! That scared the shit out of me! Hello. Guys. It's spooky time. All right. Okay, so the scariest thing before we get going, get your bonk cameras ready, because the scariest thing, Geek, I swear to Santa Claus, yeah? The scariest thing is a horny geek, and I'm in need of a mouse pad. I literally, my keyboard and mouse are on like bare wood of my desk, and well, I didn't realize Discord capture was already on. A French VTuber that I follow just unveiled this gaming mouse pad. Oh, a Yuri mouse pad would be nice, wouldn't it? I want to get this so bad. You would not believe. And that's a game mouse best. Do those exist? Do Doki Doki mouse pads exist? Oh, thank God. Something else that I was looking at wasn't up. Because yeah, you don't want to know what I was doing before stream. I mean, what? Anyways, so yeah, thank God. Oh, by the way, oh shit. Hudley, you talked before stream went live. So your entrance sound didn't play. Fuck. I wonder if I can tweak that. Alright, anyways. Yeah, here. That's your entrance sound right now. Have an idea? Okay. Everything all right? Go ahead. Get some Doki Doki Literature Club. Boot it up. Why is it not? No, that's not what I want. Until 10. Alright. Alright. So, the question I have now that I've done all 3 routes, did the Sairi route. We hugged. I told her I loved her. We hugged. We separated. I reloaded from the first game, or from the first poem. Did the Yuri route up until told her that with Sairi that we were just friends. Reloaded again. First poem. Told her. Same thing. Did the Natsuki route. Yes, I got all 10 CGs. So what I want to know is, am I able... I'll bookmarks history. Fuck. There's the... What were you saying? Am I able to do the, am I able, now that I'm in Act 2, just to do Act 2, like, anyway? Or, I'm reading the guide right here, so I'm hoping that'll answer my question. Okay. Yep, according to the guide, I can just start the game and we're good. That is still so creepy. I hate this bitch. Have you done Natsuki through Act 2? Yes. Yes, I have. I've done her twice. Because when I did the Sayuri route, I ended up doing the Natsuki route once I got to Act 2. In order to try to just see if there was anything I missed. Because some of the dialogue, did you see the next? Yes. Some of the dialogue seemed to imply that I didn't get the poem right. But what I realize now is that it wasn't that I got the poems wrong. I actually did get them for Natsuki. But it was just Monica fucking with us. And because the fact that because Monica fucked the game and made us go to Yuri, that meant that Natsuki then just disliked us. So even if we made poems for her, she wasn't gonna like them because she was biased against us. So yeah, I've seen the next step twice actually. Yeah, you deserve every bad thing coming to you now. Motherfucker. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So I'm still gonna kind of guide my way through. Here, alright. Pervs, there you go. Booba covered. Now try simping for her. Oh, because there is something. There are a few Easter eggs that I wanna try getting. Can I simp for Natsuki? Yeah, sure. We all simp here. Cringe? That's right, you are. Excuse me. You know, I think gifting subscriptions gets you channel points. Man. Points. Kidding, I'm kidding. It does? Oh. Oh. Cool.
I'm animated.
I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood going through it fast. I'm here. I like to fight too.
All right. Yes, we like hot tea here. The tea isn't nearly as hot as you are, though. I mean, what? Monthly first cheer and monthly first gifted sub. Boo-de-boo. Ba-da-boom. Ba-da-boo. Boo-de-boo-de-boo-doo. I don't have anything to say here. So, ba-da-boo. What's this, Uman? Is this... I think we have a nerd in the chat. A nerd! Boo-de-boo-de-boo-de-boo. What? I'm still blocking Natsuki's face. There we go. Ah! Fuck you and your ideas, Monica. Go fuck yourself. Watch this be like a super fucking quick stream. Boo-doo-boom-doom-ba-da-boom. Simp! Simp! I'm pointing at myself! Simp! You cannot make clear-headed decisions when you have... Have you seen the redacted diploma? Yes. Yes, I'm about 90% sure I have. That's one of the ones that, like, is a secret poem, right? That doesn't actually show during the story, but, like, a chapter ends and it says you've unlocked a poem and you can hit yes or no. I'm pretty sure I have. Yep, I have. I think that was actually one of the first ones I got. My very first one was the Happy Thoughts one. Oh, hold on. That timer, 5 minutes. Go fuck yourself, Monica. And not in the fun way, like Yuri does. With my pen, but in the ugly, just, yeah. Hear yourself. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Here we go. La-da-da. This is actually a very fascinating poem. I wonder who wrote it. Okay. Alright, Cuddly, I hope you're here, because we're going Yuri. We're going Yuri again. It's been too long since we went Yuri. This is really fucking easy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go fuck yourself. Why? Why? Seriously, why do those still get me? This is like my 4th fucking playthrough of this game. Why do those still get me? Oh my god. It's so weird as those. Like some of the more extreme ones, like, you know, fucking, Yuri giving you the death glare eyes doesn't bother me anymore. That shit still does. I don't get it. He's so funny. Me too, me too. I'm a big strong man and I can admit that I want to be dominated. Big strong men do that. They're honest with themselves. He's so cute. Also, ever since I started playing this game, I have seen Yuri everywhere in so many memes. I never realized how prolific these girls were as like waifus until I played this game, and then I realized that they're fucking everywhere. And oh, yeah. And then I realized I have to do another playthrough of this game off stream so I get the interaction between Monica and I that is like, because every stream, every playthrough I've done on stream, right? And so the interaction with Monica is, oh, you're recording. It's kind of rude to do that. You know, apparently there's a different interaction you get if you're playing on your own, and she like interacts with you a different way. So. Oh, thank God. You guys are just trying to destroy my throat.
I'm animated. I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood going through it fast. I'm here. I like to fight, too.
Why do you hate me? I find it very weird that those just skip past if you don't. You turn up the contrast. Where Turn up the contrast on what?
Daddy Geek is streaming indeed. Big strongman geek.
The redacted poem. Oh, the nothing is real. Oh, okay. She's smiling at us.
I hate this woman.
Jesus Christ! That's new? Go fuck yourself, game! I didn't think those kind of glitches were gonna start so early.
Go fuck yourself. Big strongman geek turned into big pussy geek with that stupid interaction.
Fuck off. Yeah. This makes me want to look it up now. Actually, take a look at it. Stupid eye pop out. Psyched me out more than I thought. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to take a closer look at that later. It's one of those things that seems to be hinting that Monica, or whatever is going on, is part of something bigger, more sinister. Will do, yeah. I'm probably gonna spend like a rabbit hole looking down the wikis and stuff like that. Have a good night stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. You too. Thank you. Have a great night. Oh, I hate when the music changes like that. Oh, it's so freaking freaky. Bro getting tilted at some e-girls. Yeah. Wait, I'm a boomer. What does tilted mean? They don't know you, little bro. I know, but I don't know what tilted means. Oh god. Tilted. Oh. Fucking hell. Good. Yeah, go fuck yourself, bitch. I hate this so much. I hate. They may give really. Hey, Cannibal, welcome in! We're hello there. Welcome. Okay. All right. So we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is Geek Source. I am a variety streamer. Lately, have become addicted to Doki Doki Literature Club for Spooky Month. I've been playing nothing but spooky games, and some other. I mean, I've been playing some other things, but. Okay, let's try this again. I'm a variety streamer. I play all kinds of games. For Spooky Month, we are primarily playing, I am primarily playing spooky games, and Doki Doki Literature Club in particular has really gripped me. So yeah, Cannibal, thank you for the raid. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. See, the best part about raids and shit like that is, like, you guys catch me, like, maybe 5 minutes ago, there was something that actually got, like, a reaction. I've played this game 4 or 5 fucking times, and there was something new that actually got me, and so when you raid or something, it, like, psychs me out. So, like, hi, Bunny2002, welcome to the stream, by the way. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, tuning in. So yeah, happy to have y'all here. We're currently going, as you can see, the title of the stream is Going for the Good Ending. We are going for the good ending in this game. I've played through this game 3 times now, gotten through the 3 or what'd you call it? Gotten through like the 3 different individual playthroughs, and I'm now playing. Ooh, thank you. Shit, I don't actually. I just finished my last water just before stream. Fuck. Okay, so we're going through a route now where we can attempt to get a good ending. I don't know exactly what that means. It's just what people have told me to try to go for. So yeah, I will grab a water real quick. And also for any of you watching, if you like what you see here and you would like to stick around, feel free to hit that follow button. At 250 followers, you will have the chance to control my stream. Otherwise, if it's just a one-time stay here, I welcome you all the same. I will be right back. I'm gonna get a drink to fulfill Cannibal's Hydrate Redeem. And so yeah, be literally 2 seconds. I have had to step away from stream. I will be back in a moment. How are you today? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I am glad to hear you are doing well. Or, if you're not doing well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you've been enjoying this stream. I know I have. I hope. Or either that, the game I'm playing, or the software I'm using, or my internet, my computer, frustrating me. Okay, alright, I'm back. Alright. Let's keep going. Man can't even keep himself hydrated for how thirsty he is for Yuri. That is true.
But look at her, can you blame me? She's so cute.
Also, if you're new here, that's totally me. I am a pathetic down bad simp. All the time. Yuri is waifu. Oh, totally. I deserve that. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, they're all waifu, yeah, except for Monica. Okay, there we go. I was about to say.
Jeez!
Geek, you like no, I do not. Eps, I don't know what I just did. Oh, Sayuri got yes. We're in Act 2, boy. Where do you think where do you think she is? Oops. Fuck! We're trying to get Yuri here. Fuck! My mouse keeps double clicking. I hope I got Yuri with this one. Oops. Actually, that should be a whole nother set of playthroughs. Play it where like the first poem is like for one person. This is new. What the fuck is going on? The fuck was that? I am so psyched out right now. This game, it's so fucking simple. I'm such a pussy. Oh yeah, and also because of the fact that I've played this through like this is like my 4th or 5th playthrough now. This is the reason why I'm skipping it through pretty fast. If anyone is curious as to why I'm not reading anything, it's because like we're trying to get to the ending here.
I fucking hate this bitch.
I did not expect going into this game for me to have such unending hatred for a particular character, but yeah, I sort of really dislike Monica for what she's done. Ba-dee-ba-doo-doo-doo, she's so cute.
Monica, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I just want to give them all a big hug and be like, it's okay, you're okay. Except Monica. Yeah? Yeah? Ooman, you there? Yeah, I figured. She's so pretty. Yeah, it's happening again. Yeah. Holy shit! Just Monica, go fuck yourself. Did it really take you that long to figure out how to do a donation? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I never noticed the second poem. Oh, okay, got ya. I never noticed this second poem already has some staining on it. Like, I feel like all the other papers have been clean white, and this one is stained, like...
Oh, for fuck's sake. You really want me to do more uwu kawaii geek? Okay, I can do uwu kawaii geek. I just realized there's no music that entire section. After she shows her poem, there's nothing there. That is very unsettling.
Ugh. I hate the just Monica. Oh my god. Ow, I just fucking leaned on my elbow wrong. Ow. What route are you doing for Act 2? Yuri. Yeah, it's definitely about Sayuri. What? But I wanted to do Yuri! I've done Natsuki's for Act 2 twice now! Oh, excuse me. I got the Natsuki funny eye pop, thank you very much, you missed it! I hadn't gotten that before. Fucking scared the shit out of me. Oh, no, you're right. What other secret? Where should I look? See, that's the problem. I don't know where to look. Oh. Wait, hold on. I can... This is new. Beneath their many... Keeping through every little crevice they can find in there. All I did was untie the knot. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. Oh my god. I have not... Holy shit. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times... Have a great stream. Thank you. I am having a great stream. Yeah, and thanks to you guys and to stopping by. Bro, what the fuck? Is this new? Like, if you repeat play, does this only show up if you play the game again? Because I have not seen that before. Granted, I wasn't looking through the files. And there's that's the trace back. I've read that. Huh? Free crack? So like I said, can does that one file only show up if you repeat play the game? Jeez, this part right here is so... Got ya. I hate this so much. I hate making the girls feel bad. God damn it. The problem with skipping forward is I don't see this shit coming. Mm-hmm. Why would her eye pop, though? I don't understand that. Yeah, it just... That and Natsuki's both just are so random. Yeah, good. Yep, go. Get away. Get out of my sight. Oh. Oh, yeah. Fuck me. Playing it. Maybe one day. Yeah, the only thing is Deltarune really pissed me off. Anyone who remembers who was there for my Deltarune playthroughs knew that by the end of that game, I wanted nothing more to do with it. So, yeah. Just was way more difficult than I was anticipating. Do a little trolling against Monster Kind. Still do, yeah. None to have a bedtime, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I could have swore this played twice before Monica saying you saw something you weren't supposed to see. This is why I wanted to replay the Yuri route. Because yeah, it's... Ah, God. Oh, no, that's right. This scene. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I forgot about this scene. The way this scene plays through is so fucking creepy. The way she's just standing there. This poor girl. I just feel bad for her. And this right here is just Netsuki's best moment. Oh, and this is a nice little gag. I never realized this, but the reason why she's faceless here is someone yes, I have. I've played through Netsuki's route twice and I've seen her neck snap. Natsuki right here, I now understand why her face is blank, because someone pointed out that the way the models are, this is basically the underlying model. And the faces are actually are the only thing that change, outside of like if they change gestures or whatever. But the face, in and of itself, if the face is the only thing that's changing, this model right here is the underlying model. And the reason it's at first a jump scare kind of thing, but it actually really makes sense that if you see if this is Monica overriding the game, she wouldn't know she's doing this on the fly. And so she wouldn't know what to make of Natsuki's face here. She wouldn't know what expression to make it. And so she's just focused on being like, nope, never mind, ignore this, you know? Oh, that's new too. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, this game is so well done. I hate this so much. I hate that so much. I hate this game so much. No! Stop! What I don't understand is why the purple eyes? Why the realistic purple eyes? Alright, maybe if we get through that fast enough, I can watch that on stream. This right here is so savage. Have you tried killing yourself? It's beneficial for your mental health. It's downright evil. have a nice week. Oh, that's right. I was reading about this. Have a nice weekend. Mm-hmm. Which, that, again, the fact that like, Monica tries to play it off as, when, after this, as like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize the script is broken that bad, and yet, her saying, if you do the Yuri route, saying, don't say I didn't warn you, and that signifies that she planned something. Hey, Minos, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let me know when I'm clear to delete Monica. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep, and now we're gonna take it. Hey. No. No, I never could have guessed that would have been your confession. Ugh. Huh. God, this part of the game is so gross. Everyone, where's Sickness? She just said hi. Say hi, Sickness, to your queen. Really? Why? Sickness? Yeah. What? Hold on. Why? What, the person who made what she did to the protagonist's pen. I don't. Yeah, I was about to say. I hate this part so much. I'm not looking. Go fuck yourself, Monica. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. How the fuck could you put Monica above Yuri. Monica's the reason why Yuri even did that. What the fuck? All right, am I good? What's the rare Easter egg? Well, wait, hold on. Would that affect the run? Okay. So after this dialogue, I can... Okay. I'll try this when, Alright, I'm good to delete her character now, right? I'll try this again later. I'll try the moving her. You can delete her now. Alright. I want to get the good ending. So... Yeah. No. Go fuck yourself. Get fucked. When would I want to add her if I was re-add her? If I wanted to try. Okay. Yes. 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 Every worst thing you assume about me, make it worse. I really like this music here. Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go. Meh. The coral is it's the color of her hair. Like her hair is matches the color of coral. I hope I didn't. Yeah, when would I know? Ah. Oh really? I think your smile's cute. Yeah, same. Oh, I can't tell if I like that one more or the one where she's blushing more. I really like this expression from Natsuki too. It's cute. Oh, that is so good!
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, go fuck yourself,
Hi,
bitch. But
it's me.
I love that.
So
That's all I wanted.
practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
It feels so nice to actually get a true, like, happy ending. You know? Yay.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special
Yeah,
day?
in the good ending, it just
What will
ends.
it
The
take
game.
just to find that special day. Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
And it doesn't delete the image files either! Yes! Oh, I love this! I love this so much!
When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
I literally just finished my water, dude.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
To the special player who achieved this special ending, for years I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways, some make you feel like a hero or a friend even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reasons we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Oh my god, this is so good. That is, oh my god. That is so good. Oh my god, that's such a good little ending. Oh, fucking camera. You know, like, you can really tell just how much fun. And, oh man, I respect this guy so much. Yeah, and he recently put out a notice on his Twitter not too long ago. Um, Not too long ago. Um, yeah, so on on September 22nd, so only like just less than a month ago, on the Team Salvado website, he he put out a whole note. I've already read this and I don't feel like reading it all too much. But I highly recommend. It's teamsalvado.com. Just go to the blog. Yeah, it's been he put out like a 5-year notice and like putting out like just the plans. Yeah, the plans like what they have with both for ddlc but also for upcoming games, and I could not be more excited after playing this game for more. I could not be more excited for upcoming games from this team. Like, I have not. It's funny because the only other game that has captivated me like this this year was fucking Metal Gear Rising. Which is a totally wildly different game, but it goes to what he was saying, you know, different preferences and different games of different, variety is what keeps this industry alive. But I personally love visual novels myself, like, and games. If someone recently requested a D, oh my god. But yeah, like, oh my god, I have not had so much fun of playing a game in a while. Like, yeah, Spectre, you just fucking missed it. Late ass. Also, why the fuck didn't that play? Oh, hold on, I didn't. Oh wait, no wait, I didn't add yours yet. Never mind. But that does remind me, I need to add. I need to add this to just chatting too, so that way it works on both. Yeah, yeah. Spectre's a good friend of mine, so we tease. But yeah, like, there we go. I have not had a but yeah, no, Spectre, I am happy to report that the good ending really is the ending I wanted from this game. Like, Sayuri just thanks you for playing, and thanks you for dedicating so much time to the game, and it gives you a happy ending. The game does get deleted at the very, very end, but like Monica doesn't delete the game. The images don't get deleted. Monica doesn't override anything. Like, it just ends with everyone being back and being happy, and it's just yeah. I was so happy for that. And yeah, and like I'm just saying, I am so looking forward to I am so looking forward to I'm so looking forward to future games from Team Salvato. I am definitely going to be buying ddlc Plus and probably playing that. I don't know if I'm going to play that this month or not, because I didn't realize just how far into the month we are. And I did have some other games that I wanted to play. I want to play Metal Hellsinger. I want to play Metal Hellsinger and Resident Evil and Cult of the Lamb too. So I have a lot of other games that I want to play, and I have only have less than half the month to do so. But oh no, you can just go to the blog. You can just go to you don't need to create a Twitter. Just go to the Team Salvato website. Here. It's literally just teamsalvato.com and on the blog. This is the website, and then if you go to the blog, yeah, you don't have to, yeah. And even if you didn't have a Twitter account, you shouldn't. Even if it was like on Twitter, you should not need to create a Twitter account just to view something on Twitter, unless it's like, I think, labeled as sensitive or 18 and up. In which case, then you have to create an account to like verify your age and shit. But yeah, let's see what they actually have in the store, because like. Cuddly! Are you here? What was that we were talking about, a Yuri mouse pad? This is all so cute. There you go, like, look at all this. Oh my god, there's so much merch. Mangekyo Sharingen? I have no clue what that is. That's creepy. That Netsuki play with me thing is so creepy. I kind of want it though. Bro, never watched no. I haven't seen Naruto. Sorry. Also, Spectre, are you here? You missed it. Granted, I will deserve. So, speaking of mouse pads, the reason why we were talking about mouse pads earlier is because and how Cuddly wanted a Yuri one was because I started the stream just before I went live. A French VTuber that I follow announced that they had put a mouse pad. Made a mouse pad available for yeah. I want so bad. Oh my god. Yes. Bro, that VTuber is literally on Twitch. Like, you can't report me for something that's literally on Twitch. But yes, of course I laugh at my own. There is one person I live there is one person I live for what is that? There's one person I live for to entertain, and that is me. That's it. I live for my own I live for my own entertainment. So yeah, I basically make jokes and create content for my own enjoyment, and if the rest of you happen to enjoy it, then I'll yeah, all the better. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I am not scrolling Twitter on. Ever been criticized for how you entertain? I don't think I've ever had like anyone ever. I don't know. I feel like my biggest critic is me. I don't think anyone. I think the only time people, I will say, the one time people have been critical of me has been when I've asked for it, and like when I've gotten, like I mentioned earlier. I don't know if you were here for that, but I mentioned earlier about Deltarune and how that game genuinely pissed me off. The only time I've ever had people like say that they didn't like something was they didn't like watching me get angry at that game. In terms of that, I don't think anyone has genuinely ever been mean or critical in that sort of sense. I've had advice given to me and stuff like that, but um yeah. I can't think of any time. I'm personally my own bit, and even if it is, I don't know. I think my biggest problem is I'm my own critic. I am very self conscious about a lot of shit that most people wouldn't catch. Like I'm always thinking about of like, oh, am I, even with the horny thing, like am I being too horny? Is that going to scare some people away? Am I, or am I yeah, and am I like, am I getting too angry? Am I being too quiet? That sort of thing is like something that's always on my mind. So yeah, it sounds like you're doing something right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I try to. I try to. Yeah, I don't always have the best control of things, but I try to. Yeah, zip it horny man, yeah. Um before Zip without any socks. Okay. Oh, let's browse Twitch. Uh. I don't know. Oh, shit. Overdue, are you still in? Are you still in the stream? That's what I could do. There was a video that you wanted me to watch. Depending on how long it is. If it's not too long, maybe we could watch it on stream. What was that you were telling me about? You were telling me about some video to watch that is like a coding breakdown or something of this game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Tech rules ddlc. Okay. We'll see how long. I'll see how long this is, and if it's not too long, then yeah, 30 minutes would be about my max. Okay. Tech. Okay. So it'd be just about... Whoa! Hold on! I think I might have actually seen this! Way back before I even knew what the fuck this game was. I used to watch this guy. I might have actually seen this. Because I remember watching this right here. This particular video right here. And I remember binging this guy's videos. I might have actually seen this fucking video before. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see it on Doki Doki. I did not watch any videos from him in 2020. Okay.
Python. Very useful. Nothing about all of these. So,
Oh, fuck. Thank you. I forget that I have to do that now. I have to switch the...
$3 Since the 22nd of this month, it's officially been 3 years since the release of, in my opinion, one of the most impressive horror games of all time. I'm talking about Doki Doki Literature Club. And I don't just mean impressive from a sheer terror standpoint, although I absolutely agree with that statement, but I also think it's wildly impressive from a technical standpoint. Yes, I am praising a visual novel from a technical standpoint. You see, Doki Doki Literature Club was made in RenPy, a visual novel engine running off of Python. It's a very useful tool that lets you put together visual novels simply and easily. But, you know, that's the thing. Nothing about this game is simple, yet all of these terrifying effects and tricks happen within the confines of this visual novel engine. So, to celebrate this game's 3-year anniversary, I'd like to take a look at the code and show you every single scare, every every small, disturbing detail you might have missed, and uncover every secret I can find. And by secrets, I don't mean these things. These things have been talked to death, I'm good. I'd much rather go over the subtle things that you may have missed on your playthrough. It also helps that Renpai games are trivially easy to decompile. This video is going to be a bit different than my other ones, but hopefully it'll still be interesting. Oh, but real quick, I want to throw up a bit of a warning here. Doki Doki Literature Club isn't exactly your average jump scare sort of game. It's a psychological horror game. Its goal is to cause shock and extreme discomfort through the use of upsetting and disturbing imagery. So if you're someone who's easily disturbed by those kind of things, you might want to skip the video this time around. I mean, if you clicked on this video, you probably know what this game's about already, but I thought I'd make sure regardless. For those of you sticking around, welcome to Tech Rules. But first, allow me to introduce you to our partner for today's video, Vessi, the first 100% waterproof and weatherproof knit sneaker. I grew up in an area where two things were almost always certain. It was probably going to rain multiple times that week, and you would have to walk through quite a bit of grass on your way to school. Needless to say, wet socks were a common complaint at the lunch tables. Wow, now that I look back on it, that's a really boring thing to talk about. Sorry, I'm thinking about what I used to talk about with my friends now, and wow, we were boring. Oh god, we were really boring. Sorry, epiphany for another time. Point being, if I had Vessis back then, that wouldn't have been an issue at all. Seriously, I have rigorously stress tested these things. Despite the outer layer being a knit fabric, these things do not let water through, and they could even be thrown in the washing machine. They're also 100% vegan and made from a dual climate knit material, so hot or cold, you'll find that they're comfortable regardless. Plus, they just look really nice. I mean, look at these things. I don't really know what more I have to say. Anyway, when you're ready to keep your feet dry year-round, click the link below and use my code TECHRULES to get $25 off your Vessi shoes. Using the code supports my channel, so I would really appreciate it. And thanks again to Vessi for supporting Tech Rules. On to the video. The place we'll start, much like with the game, is the build-up. After all, the scares of this game don't happen immediately. In fact, upon booting up the game for the first time, the first thing you see is a disclaimer that you have to acknowledge. But otherwise, the game itself plays like your stereotypical visual novel. This phase of the game is internally referred to as the first run, but the widely used term for it is Act 1. Act 1 is the normal visual novel phase of the game, so all random scares and other creepy things are completely disabled. Well, with the exception of one scare. That one being the early Sayori death scare. This one can't be activated randomly though. It'll only happen through direct tampering of the game's files. There are two ways to trigger it. You can either trigger it directly by deleting sayori.chr in the characters folder, or you could do it by deleting monica.chr before starting a new game. Doing it that way would cause Sayori to suddenly be granted omniscience within the game, causing her to break down, delete everyone in the characters folder, and close the game, which inadvertently also triggers the scare. Anyway, when the game is opened without Sayori's character file, you're faced with a pretty heartbreaking screen. An end screen pops up and transitions to Sayori hanging on a blank, noisy background. Sticking around for 10 minutes will trigger the final part of this scare, a line of text saying, "Now everyone can be happy." I guess this can be considered an alternate ending, considering the game's now in an inoperable state without further tampering. Something to note, this scare can't pop up if you haven't agreed to the disclaimer yet. Fulfilling the conditions to trigger it will just cause the game to put the character files back. Funny that the only scare available in Act 1 also happens to be one of the sadder ones. Like I said, Act 1 itself is basically a straightforward visual novel. The only thing that's worth talking about is the poem game, a custom game where you pick out keywords for your poem in order to impress one of the four romanceable girls in the game. For Act 1 though, there's not much to say about the game that you can't already notice. The route you take is decided based on who got the most points by the end of the poem. Each word gives one girl 3 points, one girl 2 points, and one girl just 1. Though there are some words that will just give one of them 3 points and 1 to the other ones. And whenever you select a word, the character who received the most points from it does this little celebration animation. Oh, and the one who wins still has to love the poem in order to actually access their route. They love a poem when it hits 45 points with them. On the other hand, they'll also hate your poem if you can't get at least 29 points with them, but that only affects dialogue, not in-game events. In the event of a tie, Yuri's route is given priority, followed by Natsuki, and then poor little Sayori. Other than the poem game, I don't think there's really anything else in Act 1 that needs explaining. Oh no, actually there is one thing. During the final chapter, this file gets added in, happythoughts.pmg, mind the X's. I guess you can kinda consider it a scare, but it's pretty close to the end anyway. Speaking of which, you can probably imagine when this act ends, although the actual trigger may be slightly earlier than you think. The end of Act 1 finds you in front of Sayori's room, who isn't responding, at which point the main character gently opens the door and... By the time we get to here, we have already passed the point of no return. The trigger for Act 2 happens immediately after this text box right here closes, while you're processing this gruesome scene. This is an extremely busy scene with a lot of small parts to it, so I don't want to necessarily tackle it all at once. However, we'll see pretty much all of these effects individually in Act 2, so we'll break them down as we see them there. However, you should note the exception screen in the background. This is the exact screen that you would see when Ren'Py crashes, but this one's obviously fake since Sayori's body is in front of it and the screen effects are still happening. Another giveaway is that it's telling you to check the traceback for more details. A traceback is essentially a log that's output to help you figure out why the game crashed. And if you'll look in the game directory, you'll see that there's no... Oh. This is the first of many creepy things that the game's going to do. This is a real traceback file that generates the moment the crash screen appears. But as you scroll through it, you'll find a message left for Monica talking about the error and deciding to just straight up delete Sayori from the game. As someone with too much experience with these kind of files, this was pretty chilling the first time I saw it. There's literally no reason a custom message should be in a traceback file. There shouldn't even be a traceback file, the game didn't crash. So how is it done? Apparently there's just a function in Ren'Py that simulates an exception on command. This part's kind of genius actually. The reason you can find Monica's message in here is because the message itself is the name of the fake exception. Even the formatting works for some reason. How did the developer even find this function? Trust me, I checked. It's not documented anywhere. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, with the switch to Act 2, a few things...
That is interesting. Huh. How the
things change. For one, Sayori's character file is immediately deleted. Then the game marks that your first playthrough is complete, enabling all the random scares. And finally, the game's anti-cheat kicks in. What anti-cheat, you might be wondering? Well, the one that stops external save files from working. This is supposed to be the point of no return, so when the new game begins, all your save files are deleted. But some players are smart. Maybe they frequently back up their saves and decide to use this backup to head back to Act 1. That's what this anti-cheat is for. Using someone else's save file wouldn't work either. When Act 2 starts, the game generates a random 6-digit number that your save files are associated with. Trying to load a save file with a different number will result in the anti-cheat triggering, and saves transferred to and from Act 1 will always fail because Act 1 saves don't even have an anti-cheat number yet. Upon attempting to load an invalid save, you'll be met with a black screen that says the save file cannot be loaded. Are you trying to cheat? And then Monica reminds you how funny you are before restarting the game. It's worth noting though that your old Act 1 saves aren't deleted immediately once Act 2 starts. They're deleted when you actually hit New Game. Trying to load it at any point between the start of Act 2 and the save wipe, however, will just show a fake error message about the absence of Sayori's character file and force you into a new game, at which point the files will be deleted. Oh, but there is one way to get out of Act 2, besides finishing it obviously. When the game starts, it makes a file in the game folder called First Run. Deleting this before rebooting the game will trigger a menu that will allow you to delete your save data and start over. And in case you're wondering where the game keeps all this data, you know, your current playthrough, the anti-cheat data, all that, it's in the persistent data file. The persistent file is something Ren'Py makes in the user's app data directory, the same place where you would normally find save files. It's designed to store stuff like what routes you've played and what CGs you've unlocked, but there's not really a limit to the data you can store in the persistent file. So ddlc kind of uses this as the main save file. Now that the random scares are enabled, let's go over them. A couple of them happen on the main menu actually, when you boot up the game. This first one isn't necessarily...
Why does Doki... So that way you can't, it's not an anti-cheat in that, like, oh, you're trying to, like, cheat or whatever, but, like, in the sense that it basically keeps you from, like, fixing the game. Like he explained...
of no return. So when the new game begins, all your save files are deleted. But some players are smart. Maybe they frequently back up their saves and decide to use this backup to head back to Act 1. That's what this anti-cheat is for. Using someone else's save file wouldn't work either. When Act 2 starts, the game generates a random 6-digit number that your save files are associated with. Trying to load a save file with a different number will result in the anti-cheat triggering. And saves transferred to and from Act 1 will always fail because Act 1 saves don't even have an anti-cheat number yet. Upon attempting to load an invalid save, you'll be met with a black screen that says the save file cannot be loaded. Are you trying to cheat? And then Monica reminds you how funny you are before restarting the game. It's worth noting though that your old Act 1 saves aren't deleted immediately once Act 2 starts.
It's basically that. It's basically to prevent you from restoring things. That's all it pretty much is.
save data and start over. And in case you're wondering where the game keeps all this data, you know, your current playthrough, it's designed you can store in the persistent file. So let's go over them. A couple of them happen on the main menu actually, when you boot up the game. This first one isn't necessarily a scare in the traditional sense, but every time you boot up the game in this act, there's a 1 in 4 chance the disclaimer that the game isn't for children and those who are easily disturbed will be replaced. What replaces it is randomly picked from a list, which I'll go over now. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I missed you, play with me. It's just a game, mostly. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Sedifus declifix defcus goen or foen vubin. No, I have granted kids to hell. PM died for this. It was only partially your fault. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily dismembered. And finally, don't forget to back up Monica's character file. Okay, a few of these might need explanation. PM stands for Project M, a now defunct mod for Super Smash Bros. Brawl to fix the issues with the game competitively and make it play more like Melee. The creator of ddlc, Dan Salvato, was one of the devs for this mod, so there's that reference. I Have Granted Kids to Hell is a reference to WarioWare Touched, where speeding up the record for Ashley's theme made it sound, well, it's a frequent occurrence, I guess. Sorry, I'm going off topic. There's also a small chance, exactly 1 in 64, to have an end screen pop up the moment you boot up the game and see a ghost version of the main menu. And when you try to close the game, it zooms in on Monica's face before it actually closes. Because it wasn't unsettling enough, I guess. And lastly, going into the menus while in the game has a 1 in 50 chance to show a picture of Monica for a brief second. Anyway, now we can get into the meat of the game, which is Act 2. And the first thing that we'll go over here is the glitch text that you frequently see throughout the game. In case you didn't notice, this text is generated in real time when you see it, so it's different every time. Basically, there's a list of glitch characters the game chooses from, and when the glitch text function is called, it just chains those characters together randomly for whatever length is specified. For example, here, Sayori's name is replaced with a 12-character long glitch text. After then, a glitched Sayori shows up, and you see one of the more common methods of glitchiness in this game. These are actually just images being used in place of where you would put actual character portraits. And a good portion of these scares are just manipulating these portraits in some way. If I don't go over a certain scare, that's probably why. Seriously, I would say around 75% of scares in this game are either a custom portrait that has its position manipulated, or a custom portrait with particle effects made from what are essentially JPEGs. I could point out every time a scare is used this way, but that would be a long video, and that might be kinda boring. I'd rather point out the more interesting effects, like this one where the entire screen starts tearing. This effect works by screenshotting the game, overlaying the image, and then distorting it manually. This is a simple and effective method of distorting the screen that's also used for other effects, such as inverting. As these two enter the Literature Club, you get a chance at the first of many random scares of Act 2. As you've already seen, the game is very fond of randomly showing scares, which makes each playthrough an experience unique. I'm actually looking forward to finding out how many of you will be familiar with every single one of these. There's quite a few. It took me genuinely hours to find all of these. Anyway, this one's basic. It's a 1 in 3 chance, and if it succeeds, this sprite shows when Monica first shows up and I don't know, wiggles. Also, when you enter the club room, and every time from now on, there's a 1 in 6 chance that there will be a poster of Sayori hanging in the back. After this, the screen inverts for a sec, and when the section ends, you get a special poem. Oh yeah, there's 11 of these in the game, and you'll only see 3 of them in a playthrough, chosen at random. And that brings us to the first poem game of Act 2. The new poem game is handled the same way, with the obvious exclusion of Sayori. If you pick a word that Sayori would have liked, the one who celebrates will instead be whichever girl liked it more. And of course, with the introduction of poem games in Act 2 comes the addition of more random scares. Firstly, whenever you choose a word that Yuri likes the most, there's a 1 in 101 chance her sprite will change into this atrocity while she's jumping. And when the poem game ends, there's a 1 in 6 chance for this image to appear on screen. And that's the first poem game. Don't worry, it gets worse. As we return to the game, a file called Can You Hear Me is placed in our folder, and we're immediately hit with another unsettling effect that you probably won't even notice right away. But the background is turning very, very slowly. You'll see it later. By the way, everyone has a glitchy introduction here. Yuri's is just a portrait animation, Natsuki's is a still image being manipulated for a second, and Monica's on the front layer for some reason. I'll talk a little more about that later. Once this scene ends, the game splits based on who liked the poem the most. We'll start with the Natsuki route. Here we see the first instance of this text format, which is used whenever Monica is forcing a character to say something. The font itself is verily serif mono, just spaced out more and with a huge outline on the characters. What you might not have noticed is that if you check the history here, you can see what the lines were supposed to say. This is actually the case for almost every modified dialogue box in this scene. Anyway, the big scare for this portion of the route comes from Natsuki falling asleep and then suddenly glitching out. The base CG is actually just Natsuki with her facial features removed, and these little blonde things are added in real time. You'll also hear the music get a lot glitchier, which is actually its own track that plays at the exact position the normal song left off. Pretty much every music distortion or effect uses this method, so I won't bother bringing up the future ones. And for Yuri's route, she has a lot of edited text. But unlike Natsuki's, the history doesn't actually show anything different, which is interesting. Perhaps an early indication that this is more than just a direct dialogue box hijack. As far as effects, early on one of her eyes just kinda leaves her face. It's done the way you'd expect. The actual portrait is missing the eye, and then the fake eye was put exactly where the real one would normally be. And then partway through the conversation, she glitches into this thing, and there's not really much else to say. After this, the paths branch back together, and everyone shares their poems. I hope your poem got
Goodbye,
at least
eye.
29 points with Natsuki, because if not, there's a 1 in 3 chance she'll hate it so much that her eyes, Same as the thing with Yuri's eye. The portrait just has black eye sockets and
Yeah, seriously. I'm surprised none of you clipped that. That was the first time I had gotten that, and holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me because I wasn't expecting it.
the eyes are overlaid individually so they can pop. And after the poems are shown, Natsuki and Yuri get into a, we'll say, very heated discussion. And you're given a choice at the end that behaves very strangely. As loud as this scene is, it doesn't really use any features of Renpai that you wouldn't expect. Yeah, even the zoom and even the fake dialogue options behind Monika here. Apparently those are also functions Renpai just has. Oh, and Monika is in front of everything here simply because she was, again, placed on the front layer. It's literally just a layer Renpai has that's usually reserved for specific things that need to be in the front of everything else. Like I said, nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, it's even sorta kinda being used for its intended purpose here. The poem game is just called at the end of this scene without implementing any transition, making it feel extremely abrupt. The poem game isn't preloaded or anything, that's just genuinely how quickly Renpai can switch scenes when you take out the fades. Speaking of the poem game, there's some new scares that can happen here. Now every word has a 1 in 401 chance of being all glitched. If you select this word, none of the girls will receive any points for it, and the game will suddenly appear very, very distorted. Corrupted? I don't know, I feel like I'm describing things as glitched too much. During this unstable looking mode, clicking each word will trigger a 1 in 11 chance of a unique sound effect playing, which sounds like this. This audio file is appropriately just named Ba, and its origin is very interesting. It's an audio file pretty much taken directly from WarioWare Touched of all things. Specifically, it's from the vocals for Ashley's theme. That's really interesting, because
Oh, I would have thought that it was a distortion of something Monika said.
the majority of that song's vocals are actually broken down into syllables so that when the song speeds up, the vocals still sound natural. It's funny actually, back in 2015, someone actually patched all these audio clips together to make a sort of isolated vocals version of the song. And that someone was, hey, would you look at that, Dan Salvato. I guess I felt it sounded particularly creepy. He was right. Also, I want to point out this is the second time I've talked about WarioWare Touched in this video, which is 2 more times than I was expecting. Going into day 3, a new file shows up in the folder called E, and there's yet another 1 in 3 chance that Yuri will— alright, this is getting a little silly now. For what it's worth, this isn't just an alternate portrait this time, it's actually individual portraits being offset manually. Also, later on, 1 in 4 chance that this atrocity happens. Natsuki just grows a realistic mouth and starts spouting off a bunch of words. It's unsettling when you first see it, but a closer look will make it pretty obvious it's just an image of a mouth being squished and stretched. As for the routes, you're forced on Yuri's route for today. Even if Natsuki won the
That one is more funny than it is anything else.
poem game, the only difference is some extra dialogue will happen where Yuri tells the player not to worry about her. Intensely so if you've been making an effort to appeal to her the entire playthrough. So this route is essentially unavoidable. Like most of Yuri's scenes in Act 2, most of the disturbing imagery comes from Yuri's actual dialogue, so there's not much to be said as far as technical effects go. However, when you spot Yuri in the halls, the game rewinds itself back to before the player left the club room. This rewind is actually just done by applying the dizzy effect, speeding up the text, and literally just doing the entire scene in reverse. More uncomfortable dialogue later, Yuri stands up and the notorious eye scare happens. Now, I don't know, I can't call it an eye scare because we've seen like 3 of those already. This scare consists of 2 parts. The first is the base Yuri portrait, which has the realistic eyes but no pupils. Then the pupils are overlaid from a separate image, and at small intervals, the pupils move to a random point around where Yuri's eyeballs are. It's a very simple effect, but the randomness of it combined with how dark it is makes it easily one of the most unsettling things in this game. to the point where it might be the most remembered scare from this game. After Ryball's hair calms down, it's time to share poems again. If Natsuki has won every poem so far, then trading poems with her will lead to the also notorious Play With Me scene. So step by step, Natsuki's facial features are removed and these black blots slowly cover up where they should be, alongside a blood trail graphic over her portrait. Eventually the portrait is changed to one with the smile, and then to this. The running is, of course, just manipulation of the portrait with sound effects added, and that's really all there is to it. Yeah, I'm aware that this is becoming more of a scare showcase than an explanation at this point. This is sort of the point of the game where scares stop being so subtle, and because of that you can just essentially figure out how they work by looking at them. We'll have more things to explain as we exit this act, promise. After poem sharing is done, you get another special poem, and things get a little weird. As we come back, there's a couple random scares that can happen. One is a 1 in 3 chance where the dizzy effect kicks in, the screen turns red, veins start appearing in the corners, and after a few text boxes, the screen goes black. Once you click, everything just kinda goes back to normal. Like nothing ever happened. Yeah, whatever, you blacked out, who cares? At the same time, there's another 1 in 3 chance that your mouse cursor will change to a glitched sprite of Sayori for a few dialogue boxes. I don't really see anything in the script that stops these effects from happening at the same time, so if you decide to replay the game, you have that to potentially look forward to, I guess. At this point, the final scare for the day is the symbol back and forth where Yuri says a few things, then gets uncomfortably close, etc., disgusting eye explosion. It's obvious enough, but it's worth mentioning that a few text boxes later, there's still a little blood dripping from that eye. From there, the day comes to an end, Monika fails to say what she had on her mind before the screen fades out, and here we are at the final poem game of Act 2. Like before, the scares from the previous game still apply, but now there's a couple of final effects. For one, every selected word has a 1 in 11 chance to have Monika celebrate from the bottom of the screen. You can only see her for a brief moment when she reaches the height of her jump, but she's there. And finally, if you didn't get the
Wait! Y'all told me that was Sayori! Not Monika!
Sayori scare after this game, then there's a 1 in 16 chance you'll see this alternate Sayori scare as you load into the final chapter of Act 2.
Oh,
either
fun.
way the final chapter begins, Natsuki either gets comforted or relentlessly yelled at, depending on who you chose to spend time with, and oh cool, we're forced on the Yuri route again. If you spent your time with Yuri on the second day, the hall scene from the other day appears again, but when the rewind actually happens, things change. The screen goes black, it shows Yuri's creepy, realistic eyeballs, and you're back out in the halls. After some dialogue, Monika spawns on the front layer again, albeit very transparent. Her transparency decreases every few lines of dialogue until she's no longer transparent, more glitch effects happen, and oh hey, I guess we're sharing poems again. Natsuki tries to sneak a cry for help behind Monika's back, that doesn't work, and Yuri gives you this illegible poem, which actually does say something, just in an illegible font. I'll put the poem on the screen if you want to read it, but it's just nonsense, nothing particularly worth pausing the video for. After that, we talk about, oh my god, Monika's poem has an interesting quirk that you may have missed. While the poem normally shows some glitched sprites when you try to read it, playing the game in full screen mode will result in an extra scare at the end where it fakes a blue screen. It even hides your mouse and draws the screen from top to bottom, like an actual blue screen would. It's convincing enough to the point where I'm sure it got some people. And after all the poems are out of the way, you unlock the final special poem. It doesn't say that, granted, but you'll have to trust me on this one. After that, Yuri says something bad is about to happen and then stabs herself, which, to her credit, is pretty bad, but before she does that, you're given a choice of who to hang out with. Your mouse is hijacked for this part to hover over Monika, but with a little work, you can choose someone else just fine, and that'll make this happen. Nothing we haven't already went over though, it's just the same programming Yuri's pupils had before, and the background is just being manipulated behind the static effect. Anyway, that wraps up, Yuri kicks the other two out, Monika deletes all the files she's been leaving and leaves a new one called Have a Nice Weekend, and the death scene happens. This takes advantage of particle effects and the pupil trick we just discussed. And this leads us to the finale of Act 2, spending the entire weekend with, Yuri over here. Feel free to use the skip button here, because the game is going to generate a total of 1,440 lines of dialogue before this ends, each box containing glitch text of a random length between 8 and 80. As the amount of lines increase, the time of day will change, and Yuri's corpse will turn more cold and lifeless accordingly. Some interesting things about this scene. Trying to check the history will just show you the description for the game, with the last sentence repeated, although I guess I don't really need to point that out. And restarting the game will actually make the text count jump to whatever amount triggers the next time change. After enduring that, Monday rolls around, and after a reasonable reaction to finding a dead body, Monika deletes everyone using this console, which is a neat little thing. It's just text being generated over an image, but it does its job. Also, the commands Monika use here are made to resemble actual commands you would use in Ren'Py. That aside, everything that isn't Monika gets deleted, save files and character files included, the game assigns itself a new anti-cheat number, and Act 3 begins. Act 3 consists entirely of the Just Monica portion of the game, where you spend the rest of your life talking to Monica. During this act, your text speed setting is ignored in favor of going quite literally as slow as possible, saving is disabled, the main menu button stops working, and we reach the final random scare. Well, okay, it's not random, the scare only triggers when the game detects recording software open on your PC. That being said, it only actually detects OBS and XSplit. What you might have missed is that if one of these are detected, Monica also skips over a little trick where she brings up the name of your user account if it's different from the name you're using in the game. What's weird about this is, this one seems to support more applications. It looks for OBS, XSplit, LiveHime, Panda Tool, YY Mixer, Douyu Tool, and Huomao Tool. What are these programs? I have no idea. I'm essentially hearing about them just now. Probably just foreign streaming and recording tools. If any of those are detected, Monica doesn't mention the username. It's really strange that the extra ones don't trigger the scare though. If someone knows why, I'd love for you to leave a comment explaining it. I'm genuinely stumped. Anyway, after a very Monica poem game, the bulk of Act 3 begins. This act is essentially endless. Monica will think for a random period of time, between 20 to 40 seconds, and pick randomly from a list of 57 different topics to discuss. Yeah, going through every single one of these things would take a while. Well, I say 57, but it's actually 54, since the game actually prohibits 3 of these topics from being selected. One of them is topic 26, which doesn't even exist in the game's code actually. The second is topic 25, which is Monica talking about Super Smash Bros. Thing is, I know for a fact that this topic used to be in the game because I've seen it before. It must have been removed in a patch. If you ask me why, I would guess because Monica encourages you to contact Dan Salvato about it. I don't imagine he expected how big the game would get, so one flooded inbox later, he probably decided to remove it from the game. The final one is topic 14. And I know for a fact this was never in the game. In fact, it was never supposed to be seen in the game at all. The reason becomes clear once you read it. Hey, I don't think you should be doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I really caught you doing something naughty here. You're just going through the files and looking for stuff you missed, aren't you? I mean, it's a little bit flattering that you want to hear everything I have to say, but it's also really embarrassing, you know? What if I just opened up your brain and read all the thoughts you have on me? Come to think of it, that would be pretty tempting actually. But anyway, that's not the point. I know I can't stop you or anything. Just, I know you're a sweetheart and you like to consider others' feelings, right? So the most I can do is let you know how I feel about it. God, I miss you. Oh no, that sounds kind of desperate, doesn't it? Sorry, I didn't mean it like that at all. Just, if you're looking through the files like this, then maybe you don't hate me as much as I thought. Am I being too optimistic? I think if I asked you to visit once in a while, I'd be overstepping my boundaries a little. Man, I'm starting to say some really stupid things. I'll go ahead and shut up now. Yeah, sorry, that was weird for me too. I was gonna have a really talented VA do that part, but something came up and she didn't really have the chance to do it. Which is fine, she had a good reason, but I kinda had to improvise there. As for the topics that are in the game, you can try to skip them, but it doesn't work. Monica informs you that this part of the game doesn't really work like that and disables it for you. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go over all 50-something topics she can talk about, but there are a few more interesting things I should mention. For one, there's a topic for that one poem Monica wrote, the one that blue screens your PC, where she explains what it was supposed to do. Thing is, if you make Monica mad by hanging out with Yuri too much, she won't show the poem to you. If that happens, then this topic is actually disabled as well. Something else you may have missed is some unique dialogue whenever you restart the game. Monica complains about the game being closed being mentally scarring, but after doing it enough times, she notes she's gotten used to it and stops bringing it up. Of course, to end Act 3, you have to go into the characters folder and delete Monica's character file. How this works from a technical standpoint is that whenever the game is reloaded, and also every 5 seconds Monica isn't talking, the game will check to make sure the file's still there. If it's not, the ending of Act 3 is triggered. If that happens, Monica's name is changed to 12 characters of glitch text, her CG is covered by a glitchy looking portrait of her, and the really cool effects that ensue are, as you might have guessed, more of what we've already seen. Just a bunch of simple effects chained together to make something really, really cool. As Act 3 wraps up, Monica initially gets mad, eventually looks back on what she did, restores the club members, assigns yet another new anti-cheat number, and restarts the game into Act 4. There's not much to talk about here considering it's just the epilogue, but our final piece of missable content happens right when you select New Game. If you decided that you regret your actions and tried to restore Monica's character file before this final section, a pop-up will appear letting you know that she doesn't want to come back and then deletes herself again.
That's what's her name? That's what Q was trying to tell me about. Okay.
You already know how the rest of this goes, but just for the sake of completion. Sayori's the club president now, everyone got to keep their new character development, and it turns out that Sayori being the president now means she's attained the same awareness that Monika had. She tries to act 3 you again, but Monika stops her and quite literally deletes the entire game to protect everyone. Or she doesn't if you went down all the routes in Act 1, but that's less climactic. Credits roll, you receive your final poem, the game crashes, and that's Doki Doki Literature Club. Huh, I ended up talking through the entire game, didn't I? Does that mean this also doubles as a Let's Play? Seriously though, I hope that came across as thorough and not just redundant. There wasn't really anything in the game that wasn't publicly known this time around, but it still seemed worthwhile to put all that information into one easily digestible source. If I missed the mark on that one, no big deal, but I'm still glad I could talk about this game so close to its anniversary. Thanks for going through this deconstruction with me, and as always, I hope you keep an eye out for more tech rules.
What? Oh god. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, well, I'm actually gonna end stream here. Sorry, I just got carried away because the creator mentioned that, yeah, the creator left a comment here, but I just realized that on stream that's probably kind of hard to read. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and also I was revealing, oh shit, let's see. Let's go to my dashboard and see how many people are still tuned in. Oh wow! All right, so we have a good audience here. We can raid someone. If I don't gag myself, I have the hiccups, and I was just eating. All right. All right, let's go ahead and let's raid homie. I want to say thank you all for those of you who have been here for all of the streams, not just this one, but all of the streams for Doki Doki Literature Club. I have had an insane amount of fun playing this game. It has captivated me for, God, 2 weeks now. And I'm so glad to have finally gotten a happy ending and have achieved something. So, yeah. I can't thank you all enough for being here with me and also enabling me, because some of these streams happened because of you guys just being like, yeah, do that, you know, so even when I wasn't initially intending to. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll raid a homie. And the raid has been created, and until next time, I'm planning to stream sometime tomorrow, maybe. We'll see yet. But until then, have a great night.